Thursday, we made an emergency news video because news came out from WrestleVotes that the return of Alexa Bliss was happening. However, there was a report last night from PWN that both Alexa and WWE need to negotiate a new contract before that return can happen, and therefore her return is potentially on hold. Now, I actually don't know if I believe this, and the only reason why, I kind of feel like the WrestleVotes report went into detail of merchandise is being made, creative is being done. Like, this kind of stuff costs money. So I kind of feel like if you was to drop this before the contract was done, you're just going to waste money. I don't know, I kind of don't think WWE would do that. And if you look at fans online, I think most people think the same thing, with Alexa Bliss posting this picture to Instagram with some great significance behind it, because it is the picture of her return from 2022, plus Alexa retweeting fan after fan's desires to see her return. I think a lot of people like me are thinking, okay, we're getting very close at this point. Alexa's coming back. From one potential big return to another, AEW wrestler Malakai Black could be coming to WWE. God, I hope so. There have been loads of reports this week. It's been a very hot topic that Malakai Black's AEW contract is set to expire. His contract is said to be ending between February and March of this year, with most outlets claiming that if he does go from AEW, that he will be heading back to WWE. Now, I don't know if that's guesswork or they have sources. I genuinely don't know. What I will say is we've been here before and there's been rumours of Malakai Black. And every single time it's happened, you remember during White Rabbit and stuff, Malakai Black would instantly shoot down those rumours very quickly on social media. Instead, this time, there's been nothing. So the fact he hasn't shot down those rumours as of today, does that mean he is leaving? I am genuinely intrigued how WWE handle Malakai Black in 2025, because I feel like with wrestling, especially in WWE, it is all about characters. And I feel like this is such a great character that can be moulded into pretty much anything. And I'm so intrigued what they do. While I definitely do want to see Malakai in a WWE ring, I do also want to see them develop the character. I want to see what's behind this character, if this is how he chooses to portray himself on WWE TV. I want to know, what is the House of Black? Is it in any way related to the Dark Father gimmick? What is it going on with the eye of Malakai Black? What is it with other members of the House of Black if he has a faction in WWE? And then the in-ring work. Now, if you've got some time, go and look up some Aleister Black or Malakai Black matches. You'll be enthralled. His in-ring work is perfect. Scott Steiner recently spoke to Busted Open Radio talking about burying the hatchet with WWE. Interestingly, he spoke about Triple H calling about 3 weeks ago to offer his son a WWE NIL contract. We've spoken about Scott's son getting a WWE deal potentially in the future before. It looks like it's happening. Recently released WWE superstar Odyssey Jones has spoken for the first time about his release on social media. In a video, Odyssey Jones would thank the WWE for the platform and the opportunities they awarded him, and he would address the allegations and say that they were false, saying he hasn't spoken about it until now because he had to wait to get an injunction out to protect his family. He continued to say that he is pursuing legal action against the party that made the false accusation against him, and he will talk about more in the future when he can, because he can't go into details because of the legal case. After weeks of cryptic teases and last week's pretty much a big reveal, we've got this upcoming Raw for the debut of Penta to look forward to. Honestly, this is going to be fun. Penta versus Chad Gable is going to be a banger match. You know it is. Raw Monday, absolutely unmissable. But could we be seeing the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, return to WWE? Apparently so. There are a lot of outlets reporting that Ric Flair could be returning at the WWE Royal Rumble. Worth noting, not in the Royal Rumble match, as multiple outlets have actually reported that this will be some kind of cameo appearance for Rick. That's probably due to the fact Bronson Reed has threatened to tsunami Ric Flair, which Ric Flair also included in his tweet where he confirmed he'll never return to the ring. So, yep, Flair definitely worried about Bronson Reed. Brilliant. Undoubtedly, though, there are a lot of fans that don't want to see Ric Flair back on WWE TV. Ric Flair, a very controversial name with a big history, with a lot of fans wondering if he'll get a reception similar to Hulk Hogan. There are also fresh reports out there that Ric's daughter Charlotte Flair is set to make her WWE return to the SmackDown brand, while Becky Lynch is set to make her return to the Raw brand. We just don't know when. Nothing really new, but confirmation kind of the brands. We got confirmation last night that Roman Reigns is set to be in the Men's Royal Rumble 2025. That was big news, but someone got in contact with me and said, but what if? What if The Rock is also in the Royal Rumble? And I haven't stopped thinking about it ever since. Could you imagine if The Rock threw Roman out of the Royal Rumble? We did get to see the Royal Rumble graphics for the first time last night, and they look absolutely incredible. You can see here both Roman and Cena are the confirmed entries for the Rumble so far. Worth noting as well, Sky Bet here in the UK are saying that John Cena or Seth Rollins are favourite right now to win the Royal Rumble. Certainly not a confirmed science, but for Royal Rumble picks, you never know where it's going to end up, so it's worth noting. But from talking about the Royal Rumble to talking about the greatest Royal Rumble champion, Braun Strowman. Now, Braun Strowman hasn't been on TV for a couple of weeks, you might have noticed. He has confirmed he's been away sick. He's had a really bad case of the flu, and actually last week lost over 30 pounds from the illness. Hopefully Braun's doing okay. Hopefully he heals up soon and is back soon. But from a big man to the big man causing absolute havoc in Japan, Omos. And this has captured the imagination of the internet, all right. Omos delivering a last ride over in Noah. I tell you what, the presentation from the video clips I've seen of Omos in Noah, they've just got it spot on. This is what WWE should be taking notes of on how to book Omos. This was interesting. Now, apparently, according to WrestleVotes, WWE has major plans in place for a future relationship with Travis Scott. What could that be? I've got no idea. Maybe a performance at WrestleMania or something like that. I don't know. This statement was released this week by Vince McMahon, stating that the case against him is closed. In the end, this was nothing more than minor accounting errors. The SEC has revealed that Vince McMahon will have to pay a fine of $400,000 to them, and then he'll have to reimburse WWE just over $1.3 million. This relates to what's been referred to as the hush money payments that Vince McMahon would make using WWE money and not his own money. Now, while Vince McMahon has used some very clever wording in this statement, when he says the case is closed, he's correct. The SEC case is closed. Vince McMahon will still face some kind of trial over the Janelle Grant lawsuit as she continues to pursue her claim that Mr. McMahon trafficked her, abusing his position of power within WWE to get what he wanted. All this finding really does is tell us that yes, Vince indeed did use WWE money and did indeed make those referred to hush payments. And honestly, no, under no circumstances do I think that this leads to Vince returning to WWE TV. And as for Brock Lesnar, I again don't think that this means anything for Brock. While Brock has never actually been named in any of the legal documents, there is a description of someone which most people believe to be Brock Lesnar. WWE have obviously removed Brock from TV, which pretty much confirms that fact. But I get asked all the time, do I think Brock will return to TV? Genuinely, at this moment in time, hell no. While at this stage, it is not right to demonise Brock Lesnar in any way because we have no idea of his knowledge of any kind of ongoing situation then or now. It is in WWE's best interest to not have Brock on TV if he was ever named in the future. But let's end this video on a lighter note, shall we? Chelsea Green posting a video on social media after 11 years finding her lost shirt. There you go, Chelsea found her shirt, news video over, all can go home happy. No, of course it's an important shirt because it's the shirt that she wore on WWE TV when she played Megan. Obviously in a segment with Stephanie McMahon, she would reveal that she was having an affair with Daniel Bryan. It's like the Jerry Springer show. But there is your Saturday WWE news. Let me know all your thoughts, your theories in the comments section down below. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, like the video, share the video. Really does help the channel out, so I appreciate that. And obviously I will see you Monday for Raw Things You Might Have Missed. Peace!